Hi everyone, I hope you have a beautiful day. So the video today, I would like to show you how I plant herbaceous peonies in the container. So mostly I'm going to pot them up actually, and after that I'm grow them on for at least like 6 months or a year when their root a little bit established, and I found the room in the garden and I'm gonna transfer them in the ground. I haven't grown them in the container, but I heard a lot of people growing them. Maybe one day I will keep 1 or 2 bush in the container, but I try my best to plant them in the ground because they do much better and less maintenance when they're in the ground than in the container. Yeah, so herbaceous peony is one type of peony, and this variety die all the way down on the ground in the winter. Their leaves starting to to shrivel, dying off like from late autumn. And another variety called tree peony, that they still have a stick, stick and branches on the top, and you're not meant to cut those branches unless they are super tall, when they are very old, super tall, leggy, and you might want to trim them up a little bit on the top, and they above the very strong healthy shoot, and those shoots they will branch out. And another variety, that's the Idaho peonies, and that variety is a hybrid between herbaceous peony and the tree peony. That's the variety in my garden. I do feel that they grow very robust, they bloom very quick, and very easy to grow, and I feel they are more tolerant with the sun than the herbaceous variety and the tree peony. But at the end, after a few years after growing them, I prefer herbaceous peonies for cut flower. Actually, I feel this type they have a longer stem than tree peony and the herbaceous than the Idaho peony. And I rarely cut tree peonies, stem to bring inside. Actually, I have a few, they're not so established yet, but also I do see their stem much shorter than the herbaceous peony. But anyway, this some variety here, only 2 variety actually. So 2 quite large crown, not super large, but large enough. I will show you. I open the packet and show you. The same variety. This variety is called Phoenix Quos. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but to pronounce correctly. But anyway, I hope you can see it. A beautiful bloom. I did look on the internet as well. Very similar color. Love it. And another variety over here, this one is called Early Delight. And this variety, I saw they sell on, Garden Express several times or several years. I haven't, for several years I look on the internet, but I didn't get it. So those I got from Bunnings. I went to Bunnings the other days and I saw them, and after choosing for a while, I got quite big crowd of this variety actually. So if I want, I can divide it into another clump. But if you don't divide it, and it could, the clump or the crowd will establish quicker, and it will bloom for you much earlier as well. Because if you have tiny clump, and then it of course take time to establish, and then they will bloom much later, another year or 2. And this one I might have a bloom even this year. We'll see. Or next year. All right. Mostly the herbaceous peony, they're going to grow. In here they say that they grow around 70 centimeter high and 40 centimeter width, and they say planting depth around 5 centimeter. But normally I don't want to cover too much, of their shoot, maybe just 2 or 3 centimeter. And then they say they plant in full sun past shade. In our area, I'm not recommended to plant it in full sun. I tried many times before. On those, if I planted in the past, in full sun, and their leaf all got burnt in the summer, or even in the autumn, or in the spring as well. It could be better to plant them in the area that have morning sun and shade in the afternoon, or it could be best to plant them under deciduous tree as well. So they got full sun in the winter and quite shady in the summer, and they don't mind about that. Actually, they're very happy. And what else? now. In the past, you know, in the first few years, always to water them well, and they love good drainage. Peonies, they don't mind the soil slightly alkaline soil, but they definitely don't like the soil too alkaline. So mindful about that. They can, yeah, and they can grow in slightly acidic soil as well. Yeah, let me just show you the container I'm going to use today. Plastic container. Let me show you. So here they are. I got 3. I might divide the one that I just showed you. What is it? LED line. I might not. Let me open the packet and let me show you. So here's all the plastic container. This one about 20 centimeter width and maybe 25 centimeter width and maybe 25 centimeter deep as well. I started gardening 4 years, more than 4 years, 5 years. 5 years since we moved into this property, and after that I started gardening or 1 year after that. And I bought few peony crown from the nursery, and I chose very large container, you know, big plastic container from Bunnings, and I put like 1 crown in each container, and I placed them in full sun. Now they got, you know, too much water from the tiny little crown which surrounded so many compost and potting mix, and also they will play in full sun, so their leaf all got burned in the summer, and of course in the spring as well. So yeah, I lost, I think, all of them. Maybe not all, but at the end I saw several plants got shriveled and dying up like that. I took them out, and then I moved them to a different spot, and then I plant, I think maybe only 1 or 2 left actually. I plant them in the ground. All right, so let me just open the package. Let me show you. So I'm filling the container like nearly to the top of the container here. And I know that in the future, they're going to sink down. So I'm just using premium potting mix. Okay, so the first one, this crown. Let me just tear it out. So when you choose your peony crown, it could be better if you can find several eyes, like 2 or 3 eyes at least of the crown, but the more eyes the better. And over here, how many shoots do I have over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 shoots from the crown. So when you, what is it one over here? Is it moving a little bit? So normally I don't bury the crown, you know, or the shoot too much, over just around 2 centimeter deep. Normally I gonna do. So this is just the container here, because herbaceous peony, they don't like to be planted too deep. Just like that. Very simple, and got the shoot facing up. And this one, I do have maybe 4 or 5 shoots here, or 6 shoots actually. Look at that. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 shoots from the crown. So that is excellent. I just place it in the middle and just down there, and just cover it with the soil, and of course the shoot facing up. So herbaceous peony, they require a lot of chill hour. Chill hour is the temperature that below 7 degrees Celsius. And if you live in warmer climate, you know, like that I do, I'm gardening in zone 9A, but example, the zone 9B example, and you might have to looking for the ITO peony. Alright, so this variety is early delight, and this one quite large crown, and how many shoots do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shoots, but the the root is very large. Or 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shoots actually. Alright, and they do the same. So this one, if I want to, I can divide from this section, you know, but I want to keep it as it is actually. Just nice so. Super easy to plant it. So if you don't have room and you don't want to miss your chance, you know, buying peony crown in the winter, and then you just pot them up in a container, and later on you can transfer them in the ground. And of course, the peony, they don't like their root to be disturbed. But you know me, I transplanted quite a bit around my garden because at the early stage when I start gardening, and then I just try to figure out which condition they like best, you know. And after, you know, 1 or 2 weeks, and the shoot, you know, the eye will try to, you know, emerge and sticking up more on the surface. So that's it. I'm going to water all of them actually. But first, I want to show you some of my peony. Oh, you just saw some of my peonies that I showed you the last video in the Herbaceous tour. I want to show you this bush though. This one is the ITO peony that I did trim it not long ago. And over here I got the Herbaceous peony as well. Here you see the ITO peony. Can you see that I got a lot of, you know, shoot underneath here? Look at that, I got a lot of shoot here. And I just trimmed them up not long ago. And so you can see the ITO peony, they kind of die down to the ground like the Herbaceous peony. And next to it, I got the Herbaceous peony over here. You can see their shoot just sticking up here. Looking that, and last year I got 1 or 2 bloom from this bush. So this year I hope I get more bloom from this bush actually. So that is, I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, maybe one day I can try to grow peonies in a container, but in the meantime I try to plant them in the ground. If possible, yeah, most of my new roses, they have to be in a container now though. I don't have room anymore. Yesterday, my daughter, she asked me, "Mommy, do you like the big garden?" I said, "Yes, Mommy do like the big garden, but Mommy don't have much room anymore." Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next one. Bye bye.